Hey guys, and welcome to Arctech. So in this video we'll solve an output question from the chapter classes. Now in this question we have to find the output of this program. This program is having two parts. The first part is the class part and second one is the main part. In the class part we have these variables as declared in the private section. Okay, so these are integer variables, and in the public section we have three function declarations. Okay, now this function is a constructor. Why? Because this function is having same name as the class and this function is not having any type. Okay, so this is a constructor, and this constructor is taking one argument. Okay, and this argument is a default argument. Why? Because this argument is assigned a value. Okay, so the main use of constructor is that whenever the objects of the class are created, the constructor is called automatically and it will assign the values to the variables of this class. So as soon as object is created, for example, you can see here in the main we are creating two objects. So as soon as object is created, this function is called and the values are assigned to this variable. So you can see here mn number, that is this variable, is assigned tm number, trip number is assigned this 0, and passenger count is assigned 0. Okay, so the basic idea here is that whenever object is created, the constructor is called. Second thing is that we have a function whose name is strip. It is also taking a default argument. Now whenever a value is passed while calling this function, then the value is used, and if no value is passed, then this default value is used. Okay, and here is a third function called status show. Now after this we'll go in the main. Okay, inside the main we have first thing, that is first statement, as declaration of two objects, and the name of the object is m and t. Okay, so here while creating the m we are passing a value, so we are passing 5 here while creating the object. So as soon as this line is executed, okay, first thing is that this m is created, that is this object is created. Okay, and the constructor is called. Okay, now this constructor is called with a passed value, that is 5. Okay, now since here we are taking one argument, therefore this int number will become 5. So I have made two tables here. You can see this is a table for m object and this table is for t object. Okay, now both of these variables, that is both of these objects, will have their own values. That is, m will have its set of m number, trip number, passenger count. In the same way, t will have its values for m number, trip number, passenger count. Okay, so you have to make two tables for two objects. Now here, while creating the m, we are passing 5. Therefore the control will go to the constructor, and then we have int tm number is equal to 5 now. Why? Because 5 value is passed. Therefore we have tm number as 5 for this m. So in the m table you will write 5 for this tm number. So you can see tm number is here and I'll write 5 here. Now after this we'll go inside this function, that is inside this constructor, and we have mn number is equal to tm number. Okay, now mn number is nothing and tm number is equal to 5. Therefore this will become 5. So I'll write 5 here. Okay, so you have to write this thing inside this table of m, not in table of t. After this we have trip number is equal to 0. Therefore I'll write 0 here, and then we have passenger count is equal to 0. Okay, got it? So whenever the object is created, you have to call the constructor. Now after this we'll go back to main again, and then we have t. Okay, so in the t table we'll write the values. So since we are not passing any value while creating the object, therefore we'll use the default value for this t. Okay, so as soon as t is created, this constructor is called. Okay, and these values are used. So here we have tm number is equal to 1 for t, so here I'll write 1 here. We have m number is equal to tm number, therefore I'll write 1 here because tm number is 1. Then we have trip number is equal to 0, I'll write 0 here, and then we have passenger count is equal to 0, so I'll write 0 here. Okay, so these are the values for this t object. Okay, after this we'll go back to main, and here we have this trip function is called for this m object. Okay, therefore we are calling the trip function of this m object, therefore the values of m are used. Okay, so for this function call you will use the values for this m. Okay, now after this we'll go to the trip function, that is here. Okay, and we are not passing any value, therefore the default value, that is 20, is used for this function call. So here we have pc is equal to 20, so I'll write 20 here inside this table for this m object. Now after this we'll go inside this, and we have trip number plus plus. Now trip number is 0 and increment it by 1, therefore we have trip number is equal to 1 now. Okay, remember that we are working on this m object. After this we have passenger count is equal to passenger count plus PC. Okay, here we have plus is equal to, therefore passenger count is equal to passenger count plus PC. Okay, now passenger count is 0 and PC is 20, therefore we have 0 plus 20, that is 20. So we have passenger count is equal to 20, so new value is 20 here. Then this function is over, so we'll go back to main. So here we have another call for trip function using the t object. Okay, and 50 value is passed. Okay, so we'll work on this t object table. After this we have 50 passed here, therefore PC of t will become 50. Okay, why? Because 50 is passed, therefore we have PC is equal to 50 now for this t. Okay, after this we have trip number plus plus, that is trip number will become 1 now. Then we have passenger count is equal to passenger count plus PC. Now passenger count here is 0 and PC is 50, and 0 plus 50 is 50. So I have new value for passenger count, that is 50 here. Simple. Then this function is over. We'll go back to main. Here we have this status show function called of this m object. So we'll work on these first values. Okay, that is the value of m object. After this we'll go to this function, that is status show. Here we have cout. Okay, so in the answer sheet, in the output side you'll write this cout. Okay, I'll show you what you have to write. So in the output side you'll write mn number. Now mn number of m is, because we are calling this by using m, so mn number of this m is 5. So we'll write 5 here in the answer sheet, 5. Then we have a colon here, so we'll write colon here. Then we have trip number, and trip number of m is 1, so we'll write 1 here. Okay, then we have a colon, you can see we have colon here, and then we have passenger count. Okay, now I'll write colon here, and then passenger count of m is 20, so I'll write 20 here. And then we have ENDL, that is new line, so I'll go to the new line. Simple. Okay, so then we'll go to the main again, because this function is over. Inside this we have executed this part. Okay, now again we'll call this trip function using the m object. Okay, and we are passing 30 value here. Okay, therefore this value is passed here, that is inside the trip. Okay, and PC is 30 now, that is PC of m is 30 now. So here you can see PC of m was 20 and now it will become 30. Okay, then we have trip number plus plus, that is trip number will become 2 now. And then we have passenger count is equal to passenger count plus PC. Now passenger count is 20, PC is 30, 20 plus 30 is 50, so we have this as 50. Then this function is over, we'll go back to main. Then we have t dot status show. Okay, that is this function of t is called. Okay, so we'll use these values, that is value for t. Inside this we have cout mn number. Okay, so in the output side, that is in the answer sheet, you'll write m number of t, that is 1 here, so write 1 here. Then we have a colon. Okay, so we have colon here. Then we have trip number, and trip number of t is 1, so I'll write 1 here. Then we have passenger colon, and then we have passenger count. Okay, I'll write colon here, and then we have passenger count is equal to 50. Okay, so passenger count of t is 50, so I'll write 50 here. And then we have END, that is new line, so we'll go to new line. Simple. Then we have m dot status show. Okay, that is this function of m is called. Okay, so we'll use these values. Now inside this again we have the same thing, that is we have output as mn number, so I'll write mn number of this m is 5, so I'll write 5 here. Then we have a colon. Then we have trip number. Okay, and trip number of m is 2, so I'll write 2 here. Then we have a colon. Okay, you can see here. And then we have passenger count, and passenger count of m is 50. Okay, so I'll write 50 here. So after this we have ENDL, so I'll go to the new line. Okay, then this function is over, we'll go back to main. So here we have all of these functions, all of these lines are called, and this function is over, that is the main function is over. And in this way, in the answer sheet you will write this output. So to solve this question, you should know the basic about classes, you should know the theory behind constructor, and you should know the basic theory behind this objects. Okay, now the basic thing here is that you have to use different values for this object, that is m will have its values and t will have its own set of values. So in this way you can solve this question. Thanks for watching.